this computer.
All right.
All right, it's recording now. Cool.
All right. Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
All right. Thank you for joining. This is your boy Scorpio Chronicles. And I know you see someone down there below that gentleman right there. That is Shane from Super Palomo Brothers
What's
Comic
up?
Books. So we are actually going to do something a little different today. We're going to do a comic book haul, but we're going to do a dual comic book haul. Now, I have a disclaimer. I need everybody to like, share, subscribe, notify both of us. Me and Shane, we went through hell just to get you all
We did,
this
dude.
video.
We
And he
did.
can tell you we went through every contact, Zoom, Google Meets. We tried YouTube. We
Everything.
tried everything, and they wanted to charge us. And we're in a time where we're not trying to pay all that money out. So what we're going to do is, of course, a comic book haul. I have a few people that I'm going to. He has some that he's going to do. We're going to start off with Shane, the guest of honor. He's going to do his load. Then I'm going to come and do mine. And then, of course, we're going to conversate in between and kind of look at each
Yeah.
other's stuff and gawk and drool a little bit. You know how we are about our comics. All right, here we go. Shane, go ahead, dude. Take it away.
All right, so I want to show a couple hauls that I got purchases from Instagram. I had one come from Instagram off this dude named Ted T Grams. You know, it's a play on words for Teddy Grams. So he's a pretty good guy. And I had purchased this lot from him. It was a 4 comic book lot. And I've been collecting the earlier Spider-Man run from 100 ASM to like 200. And it was a pretty sweet grab, and he actually threw me an extra bone in here too. So shout out to you, brother. Give him a follow if you see him and stuff, and I'll put his his at in the comments and everything below and everything, so you guys can follow him and purchase.
Yeah, most definitely.
So first one we got here was ASM 125. I don't know if you can see the glare. Oh, okay, there.
Yeah, there we go, right there. Leave it right there.
Yeah, ASM 125. That's the origins of Man Wolf. So that's a pretty sick buy. All right, so next one we got is ASM 139. That is the first appearance of the Grizzly. It's that guy right there in a little bear suit. So that's pretty funny. Got a little Spidey right there, down there getting beat up. And one of my favorite characters, J. Jonah Jameson right there. Pretty good guy. I love the guy.
Awesome.
And also ASM 256, first appearance of the Puma right there. Can't really see that guy right there, but he's right there. And then you got Spidey in the back, like, oh no, help me.
Yeah.
So that's a pretty cool one. And then you got ASM 272. That's the first appearance of Slide, another character that I've been looking at. So I've been trying to, collect these quirky little characters, little villains or first appearances, other than, everybody's been trying to go after, of course, your first Venoms, your first Black Cats, your first, those books that everybody that's just, gawking after, and everybody just wants to get. And it's like, not everybody has $300, $400 to drop.
No.
You know what I'm saying? You have
Not
to.
all the time.
And the crazy thing is when you invest into these lower villains or these other characters, they have time to shine. It's the time to purchase those guys, because they're gonna get their shine eventually. And then he threw me an extra bone on the side of Spartageddon #1. He just threw that in for free. So that guy is pretty cool. Give that guy a follow and everything. So, that was the haul from him and everything. So on to I had went to. I don't know if you had I don't know if you had a Second and Charles where you're at. It's like Barnes and Nobles, or like not Barnes and Nobles. It's like Books A Million. You ever heard of Books A Million? Or
we no longer down here in Florida have Books A Million. We no longer have Borders Books and Music, which was the main 2 stores to get your comic books. They decided to close down almost about 8 or 10 years ago. Yeah. I used to work there and it sucked.
Oh, man.
That was my favorite place to go to. Even after I left that job, I was still going there and buying comic books and buying my graphic novels. And then all of a sudden they're like, hey, we're closing. And I'm like, hey, where am I going to go now?
So there was this place called Second to Charles. It's pretty much Books a Million. It's owned under them and everything. So we have one over here in Fayetteville, North Carolina, where I'm at, and they had this deal. They normally do, it's like a buy 5 and you get 5 comic book free. So I went there and I went fucking crazy. And this is, of course, and this is the
we all do.
Yeah. So this is what we're gonna show you today. I have I've been collecting the New Age of Heroes from the DC Universe line, and this was maybe a couple years ago, 3 or 4 years ago, I'm not sure, but it was, it included, what we, end up meeting about was Damage. That was one of the heroes, and even in your other book that other video that you mentioned about him, I can vouch for Damage and say that he's a really good character to invest in, and also to look for in the future DC runs. Yeah. So here are the haul from the buy 5. So I had found the New Age of Heroes, the Immortal Men #1. So that's from the DC line. I'm not sure if that's the first appearance of all of them, but it might be. I may be wrong. Yeah. But that's that. And I also got the Unexpected #1 from the DC new.
Oh, that's cool.
And here, those were the 2 of those. And then going down this line of run I have is Sideways. Sideways #1. He's supposed to be the DC version of Spider-Man. Obviously, you can see by the silhouette and everything, and his suit. It looks exactly
Mr. Bernie's like at the door. Can you go get him?
Pretty cool.
He's at the back door. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Sorry about that.
No, you good, brother.
As we did, my contract is at the back door. He came back. Give me 1 second. My mom's just gonna open the door.
I can wait. It's fine.
1 second here. Outside. Okay. Actually, keep talking, Shane. You don't have to wait for me. Just keep talking.
Oh, okay then. All right. So, let me get to the other book. So, again, starting at Sideways.
Yeah.
Was a character that was supposed to be like the DC version of Spider-Man. So he really intrigued me, and that's why I picked him up. He's pretty cool.
Okay.
And so on to the next one, we have Sideways #3. We got Sideways right there in his pajamas or his little underwear fighting.
Oh wow!
This villain called Kill. I think it's Kill Speed or Speed Kill. Yeah. Or something. Oh no, she's pretty cool too. Yeah, she's a pretty cool character. And like I said, I also been actually reading this line, which is it got really good around like issue 5, but we're gonna get to that later. And then we got this guy right here, issue #4, Sideways. One of the villains right here, some weird looking dude. So give him a little headlock action there. And then this is when it actually started picking up for me. Sideways #5. And this is a new villain character too called the Showman. And this guy is actually
that's the one that you told me about that I have yet to actually purchase yet. Sideways. I really need to get back into that one. Well, not get back into that one. Start with that one. So, not quite sure when I'm going to, but it's going to be soon.
Yeah, because Sideways, he's a character that has like this power where he can like rift through time, so he can like split like the time dimension, and like he like teleports and makes portals within the world, and pretty much like a Nightcrawler type of character. But he also has super strength, but not like super duper strength, but like he's pretty strong. So he's pretty cool. I like pretty interesting character. Okay, and we got Sideways again, #8.
Yeah.
Good character. And then we got this cool, because DC was doing around this time, they were doing foil variants, and Sideways was one of them that got that. So all the new heroes got them, even like the main line of like Superman. I think Batman, they had foil variants around the time of, I think, 2018 or around that time, 17. I'm not sure, but this is like a really cool little,
I don't know why on comic books, I love the foil
it's like a
and
holographic.
I love the holographic and foil things on there. It just makes it pop for some
Yeah,
reason. I don't know why.
it reminds me of, like, when we used to collect Pokemon cards back in the day.
Yeah.
And you had the holographic ones, and those ones were pretty cool. So another one's Sideways number 12. Yeah, I found all this in that one go on that deal. And the final finale, Sideways number 13 of this run. It's kind of a spoiler alert right here in the cover.
Yeah.
So if you don't want to know what happens, don't read the
You
cover.
never want to know.
And I'm like, why did they put that on there? I'm like, dang. So I'm like, but I'm still gonna read it, but it's just, come on, man. And then also, oh yeah, they also have like this cool annual that they did, and it was Sideways teaming up with Superman. Dude, look how cool that is. You know what I'm saying?
That.
That's really cool. Like, this is a cool crossover that you can do, especially
that is
one of the top players like Superman that you can team up with a new hero like him. So this is a really
that would be
cool. And then we are going down. Yeah, I got a big haul. And I know Fur's got a big one too.
Hey,
he's ready.
You know I do. I have a few, like 5 or 6 people that I got it from.
Yeah. So and this next line, of course, is has to do with also the new heroes. I went all out when I went there, and they were just sitting there, and it was crazy. They're all $1, dude. They're only all $1, and that was the craziest find, because I'm like, dang, for $1, they can't beat that. So yeah, I have the number 1 coming in the mail, but I couldn't wait to show you guys. So I have to Silencer number 2. I have number 1 in the mail. She's a fucking badass, dude. Look how cool she is, man. She's like Deathstroke, like female Deathstroke. Oh, wow. You know, leading black character, like kicking ass, like looking fucking dope, like going in there and just kicking ass, like like
Silencer, you know what I'm saying? Silencer, I can see that character in the future movie.
Exactly, yeah. And
you seriously can. But yeah, I can see that. I have to start collecting those two.
She's awesome. And then so going to the 4th, I got number 4, Silencer number 4. Look how cool that is. Like toe to toe with freaking Deathstroke, dude. Look at that. Like just getting in there in her face. Yeah. So you can tell, like, who's like they're trying to make her after and stuff like that. And this is another number 6. Got the guns under the bottom, pointing guns at each other. This reminds me of that Quentin Tarantino movie. I don't know if
I was getting ready to say the Quentin Tarantino movie when they had the
what was it called?
Oh crap.
I'm drawing a blank here.
Oh, there was a movie that they both had a gun on each other, and they didn't realize it until he got up, and I think the other guy laughed because he realized, okay, but you're just like me. I know what movie you talk about. I cannot think of the name.
It's called Inglourious Bastards.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, and they're killing the Nazis and stuff like that. It had Brad Pitt in it, and stars in there. And this is like one of the scenes where like they're pointing their guns, like they're in a bar, like an underground bar, and they're pointing their guns at each other's like dicks and shit, and they're like, I got you. And then it went fucking wild. Quentin Tarantino movies, and you know how it goes. So it's like
they're the best. I love his movies.
Yeah, so it's crazy.
I love his movies.
You got Silencer number 7.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at the action. Just in the front cover though. Look at she's like flying in midair, like scratching across the side of the airplane, and like she's like, she could die anytime. So like,
of course.
Like she's not like some superhuman or anything. Like she's just a badass, like, that's a dope cover.
I have to start collecting her.
Got to, dude.
I have to add her to my inventory. I have to.
And you're gonna love this cover, dude. Look at this. The summer issue of Silencer, dude. Look at that. Hey, look how cool that cover is, man.
She reminds me of.
How badass is that?
You know what I need? I need her and Harley Quinn.
Yes.
I need them two together. They match each other just like they would actually work. Oh, I need that to happen soon.
Look at that, dude. Like she's chilling on vacation.
Yes.
She got her freaking pistol out, and there's freaking. You got people coming up on under the sand, like trying to get it. She's like, damn, I was just I thought I was chilling. You know, I
Yeah,
thought I was
she
on
thought she
vacation.
had a day off.
Yeah, not today.
No.
That's such a cool cover, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, it is.
It's really cool. And then you got Silencer issue 9.
Hmm.
That's a crazy looking villain right there.
Oh yeah.
That's crazy. A crazy thing going on. And then I have it's my last issue from her. I don't know if this is the last issue of the run, but this is the last one I got. It's
Mhm.
Silencer number 14. Pretty cool cover for
Yeah,
dodging all these bullets,
I like it.
rain fire, and she's like dodging all those bullets, man. That's pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah,
Really cool
yeah.
run. I think let's read that.
There's gonna be a movie about her. I have a feeling that there is.
Hmm.
These
And
are some good covers.
yeah, and this is the last 3 books I got from that books and
Mhm.
Second and Charles 5 for 5. I'm gonna save this one for that. This one's crazy. Okay, so I picked up this. This is the AWA title. They're
Uh-huh.
getting a lot of good reads from this place. AWA Upshot. It's like one of those indie comic book labels, and
Uh-huh.
Resistance had a lot of good reviews, and I cannot read it. I haven't read it yet, but I can't wait because they have like Hotel that came
Mhm.
out and a couple more titles that I can't really remember at the moment. But this is
Okay.
a good read to look after. And you know what's crazy, Manny?
Uh-huh.
What is that, dude? Dark Knight Metal. Dark
Never
Knight
heard of that.
Metal. Never. This one just came out in New Comic Book Day
Oh.
last Wednesday. This past Wednesday, yeah. Yeah, dude.
Oh,
And you
I
know what's
need to.
crazy? I got this for $1. The dude that was ringing me up, he didn't know. He didn't know. He just
Oh.
rung me up, and I was like, "This one just came out, bro."
I would.
so,
Yeah, I wouldn't have said nothing either.
so this is obviously read Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo team up once again. One of the best dynamic duos in DC to team up and do a Batman book, and they did this book, and I can't wait to read it. It looks amazing.
Mhm.
Foil cover again, obviously,
Yeah.
really amazing, and looks really cool. And this is one of the best finds I've found for $1 there, and just laying there in the wild was Descender #1. That's
Oh wow.
crazy.
I just recently seen that cover and I
Yes.
literally looked all over it
Mm-hmm.
and it just looked weird to me. So I'm just like, and I just went past it. I'm just
Yeah.
like, but I didn't never because that was mentioned on if you don't have the app Key Collectors, I believe that's what it's called. I
Right.
have that app and it literally has that one on there as a
Yeah.
key collector. And I'm just
Yeah.
like, no, I don't want that. But now that you have it, I'm just like, okay, well, I have to look into it now.
Yeah. So the reason why
Yeah.
it's so hot right now is because obviously it's written by Jeff Lemire. Jeff Lemire does amazing
Uh,
writing, and his storytelling
yeah.
is phenomenal. But this book got auctioned and got picked up for, I guess TV purposes or movie. I'm
Hmm.
not sure, but it's really hot spec right now.
Of
Super
course.
fuego. Yeah, and also like finding it for $1. You probably can find this on eBay for at least, I think, going for at least 20 to 25 bucks. So
Yeah.
that, it's heating up, it's catching some heat in.
Yeah.
But to find it for $1 in the wild, this is pretty crazy. It's pretty big. And also
That
look
is.
after I guess the sequel for it called Ascender, which I don't have, but pretty cool. So we're on the final stretch for me, and we're gonna talk about Amazing Spider-Man 43.
All
The new
right.
one by Nick Spencer, art by Ryan Otley, and this is an amazing run that they're putting together right now.
Uh-huh.
One of my favorite runs that I'm collecting currently, and I suggest that you guys really pick this up and actually read the books because they're really great stories by Nick Spencer right here. And the big
Yeah.
dude in the front his name is Gog, and the last 3 issues of Amazing Spider-Man is about the origins about him, and it made me a really big fan of this type of,
Yeah.
he's not a villain, but this character, Gog, and he's really good, like heart-wrenching about the story about him, and it's definitely a good read, a good pickup to have. So, and also, let's go. So, okay, what's this? So we got Stars and Stripes, #0. And this is the first appearance of Stargirl and Stripe right there. And
Uh-huh.
they have a show right now in CW called Stargirl.
Uh,
And it's really cool. I don't know if you guys checked it out, but check it out. I like it so much. It's created by Jeff Johns, and it's an amazing book. An amazing TV show right now. It's currently hot and
mhm.
really cool to have in this collection if you can pick it up. I think raws go between like $50 to $100 right now, but it's crazy. And so the last two stretch we have Joker, 80th anniversary, Greg Capullo cover.
Oh, my boy, Joker.
Yeah, 100 page spectacular. And I read this whole thing, and it doesn't have an origins of Punchline. Everybody says that Punchline's origins is in here. It's not her full origins. It's just just the interaction with her younger years, her earlier years with meeting the Joker or whatever. So it's not really an origins in my opinion. But the stories in here is pretty good. I think there's 10 stories in here for the 100 page. And I think I liked maybe about 6 to 7 stories in here. So they're really cool. The art is crazy, and it's a great pickup. And this is my favorite cover out of the 10, actually, is the Greg Capullo cover because he has the little thing right there. He beat the shit out of Robin with. So it's pretty cool. And the final book, obviously, the hottest book of the week, I think. Everybody loves this is the cover art. Was the Art Germ.
Punchline.
There we go. Punchline, Art Germ.
I have been seeing that book all over the internet, my Instagram.
How hot is it, man? Everybody.
It is a badass cover.
Hot book right now. I got 3 copies of it, dude.
I'm gonna have to hit you up for one.
Yeah, this is really hot right now, and everybody loves this cover. The Art Germ, man, he kills it. Look at this thing.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So. But that's all for me right now, guys. And then thank you for, looking through my haul for right now. And I'm going to pass it over to Manning, and he's going to drop all that comic book goodness for you. There you go, brother. Take it over.
You already know that I have 1, 2, like 4 different people when I do my comic book hauls. I wait till I get my stash in, and I do my hauls. My first one I have to do, of course, because he is one of my brothers in comics right along with Shane here, is Sinister Comic Realm. My boy right here. He takes care of me every time. Make sure you check him out on Instagram. That is
Follow
Sinister's.
him.
Yes, Sinister's Comic Realm. He also have auctions on Thursday nights at 8 p.m.
Nice.
This guy has some good stuff. Prices are good. He's even willing to do what he can to help you out to get the book.
Mm-hmm.
What I got from him was I had got this haul from him. The first book, I asked him for it because I was going to get it signed by, I forgot the woman's name. She's the original voice of Wonder Woman.
Nice.
And this is this old, get that glare off there, this old book right here.
Wow.
It's Wonder Woman with Wild Claw.
Nice.
It's a very, very old book. And I didn't get a chance to get it signed by her. So I'm going to see if I can still send it in and get it signed. Mm-hmm. And for those of you who know me, you know that I am a lover of Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider is my boy.
Pretty cool.
So he gets me a lot of my old Ghost Rider stuff here.
Look at that. Wow.
I mean, this Ghost Rider is just
some goodness right there, dude.
It's just something about Ghost Rider and these old comics. I love the coloring. Yeah. And everything on there is just something about those
and
old
the action
comics.
too. There's like so much action in the cover. It makes you want to just pick it up and start reading it.
Like seriously, I just love that Ghost Rider. I seriously do. So and then I got some stuff in here that I don't even remember getting from him.
Oh, good.
So yeah, I got the New Mutants right here.
Okay, look at that facsimile edition.
Yes, the facsimile edition. It's the one he told me. He's like, this is a good copy, and I was like, okay. It was introducing the Lethal Deadpool, so it's a facsimile. I'm glad I got that one. So I'm gonna try to look for the original one too. That's just me. I like the original stuff.
Those things are going for like almost 300.
I know. I'm gonna have to swing on all type of poles just to get that book right there. But I don't know. I might have to look into that. And of course, I got my Fantastic Four. I love this because it has a little bit of everyone on the cover. You see Spider-Man, the Hulk. Looks like we got the Fantastic Four. We got She-Hulk, Black Panther down there. The bottom squatting in his whole realm, and I forgot who this gentleman is right here. That guy right there. I can't, hold on, right there. I can't quite see who he is. I know his name, but I can't remember. I want to say Blade, but I don't think that's Blade.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's Blade, but I'll find out who it is once I do a little research. And I got a couple of Clive Barker,
Nice.
Ecto Kid.
Okay, cool. Yeah, Clive Barker's good. He's good
Yeah,
stuff.
Clive Barker got some good. He has some very good stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
Ecto Kid, and of course, it's. I'm a big collector of comics. When I see the artwork is what attracts me.
For sure.
I love the artwork. If the artwork is not worth it, I'm gonna look at it like,
Right.
But that's why the artwork that has to get my attention. Of course, I got Dark Knight #3 with Wonder Woman
Oh yeah.
doing some things on there,
Mm-hmm. I actually
and
read that
there's
whole line too.
really. I
Mm-hmm.
haven't gotten a chance to read it yet, but I do have a couple of them that I need to start. For those of you that know me by now, I don't read every comic book I have. Charge it to my head, not my heart. So that's just me. I
Right.
don't read every comic book, but if I need to know about the line, I will go online and I'll research it and I'll read online
Nice.
and I'll get that information that way. And then I'll have an idea. I'll know what the line is about.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And of course, I'm missing a couple of them, but I had the Gotham Girls.
Oh, nice. Is that a Bruce Timm cover?
I believe so.
Does Bruce Timm do the cover for that? What does it say on
This
the bottom? Signature.
is the Story, Graves, and Bone. It says Shane. It says Shane on
I
there.
did
You
it. It
did the
was
cover.
me. I wish I drew
you
that good.
you did the cover, but this is I have one with the
It looks
Gotham
like
Girls
Bruce Timm.
with Harley. Yeah, it does. With
Mm-hmm.
Harley Quinn on it, with the three Harley Quinns on it. I have that one, and I have to collect the other two that go with it.
Is
I
that
believe,
a
and
mini series or is that like a ongoing series?
it's a mini series. It's only 4 of them, I believe.
Oh hell yeah! I think
Because
I think I might have to
yeah,
collect that.
yeah, check that out.
I like that.
What I wanted to do was I wanted to see if I y'all shopzobi.com. Check them
Okay.
out. I like them mainly because they do a lot of like in-house autographs and they
Nice.
authenticate it right after then. JSA, James Spencer Authentication, so you know it's correct. And a lot of times they will get people that play that character
Oh, okay.
and I can send it in. I can send my comic book in and have it signed for and give it authenticated. It may be like $65 and $8 for the authentication.
Mm-hmm.
That's a simple like 70 some dollars, which is to me that's kind of
Nice.
reasonable because you
Right.
can't get get that a lot with CGC. They're a
Yeah.
little bit higher, but that's good. And I also got this Batgirl right here.
Nice.
I had to get it because it had that Batman who laughs and Joker look. I'm like, oh,
Mm,
I said I have to get that one.
nice.
I had to get that cover right there. I love that cover. And of course, you got me into this one, the
No.
Immortal Hulk
Oh
that is
yeah,
with
dude.
Absolute Carnage. So those of
That's
you who
such a
know
good
me,
cover.
you know me, you know I am a big Carnage fan. Venom, Symbiote, I love that. Love that,
Yeah.
love that, love that. And of course, I got another Ghost Rider from Sinister. This is all from Sinister's comic realm.
Nice.
You see what I mean when I say he has good
Yeah.
stuff? So you need to come to one of his auctions, Shane. You seriously do.
Definitely, man.
He's having one this Thursday, most likely at 8 o'clock. And make sure you follow him too.
Right. I'm sure I do. Yeah.
But sometimes he has pop-up auctions where he's just like a quick auction tonight from like 7 to 8, and he'll do like a little pop-up auction.
Okay,
So
cool.
and he had an old school one that I haven't seen the show in a while. Welcome Back, Cotter. I didn't know they had their own comic book. I was like,
Hey,
whoa.
everybody got comics now, man.
I know. Everyone has comics. And of course I got my I had to get this one. I think this one was cool. It's Iron Man, but then it goes to Captain
Oh
America.
yeah, that's really cool, dude.
So
I like
that
that.
was a good pickup from him.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, that's my boy Sinister Comic Realm. He's awesome, awesome, awesome.
Shout out to the brother.
Yes, Sinister Comic Realm. We got to make sure we get you connected with him. That's our brother. I promise you, he has very good stuff. This next gentleman that I had, Grant Comics.
Okay, cool.
I need to hook you up with him too. When you want some of the old, like gold key stuff they don't have anymore, this is the man to go to.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Reason why I say that, he sends me, when I say old, he sends me stuff like Boris Karloff.
Super old school, man.
Boris Karloff. Like, are you kidding me? And he said, he also sent me stuff like Grimm's, the ghost stories, things like that.
Nice.
Everyone who's seen my comic book haul, you know my horror, and I love that old vintage look. I love that 25-cent or 15-cent look. I love that old look when it comes to those comics. He just literally sent me 30 comics that I wanted of the old school. This is all Grimm story. Just the old stuff you don't see anymore, that they don't have, or you can barely find in a comic book shop. He has the stuff. I literally contacted him and said, I'm looking for this. Do you by any chance have any of this? And he was like, yeah, if I have a bunch of that stuff. I was like, okay, how much can I get for this? And he'll be like, okay, you can get this many books for this. I said, okay, give me that. And he gives me just that. I have Twilight Zone.
Twilight Zone, good. That's some good stuff right there.
Twilight Zone has.
There you go.
I was shocked to see that they had their own comic books. I was like,
yeah, it's
Twilight
really
Zone?
cool. That's some cool stuff right there.
It's very, and it has Rod Serling, of course, at the top right there. I'm like, that is awesome, awesome, awesome. Then I asked him for something. I said, okay. I said, I'm looking for some Three Stooges comic books.
Yeah, them too, didn't he?
He came through.
Hey, you know he
Three Stooges. I'm just like, I wanted to ask him so bad, what do you not have?
Right.
I'm kind of scared to find out what you not have. I need to be concerned about. But he literally came through. He gave me some of that old stuff.
Good stuff, man.
I also asked him for, I said I wanted some old Looney Tunes, Bugs Bunny stuff, because as we know, they're getting rid of the weapons in the cartoons now.
Oh, wow.
So the guns that they had, all the stuff that Yosemite Sam had and all that, he no longer has those weapons. They're not condoning violence because they think that it's doing something to our younger generation.
Right.
Mind you, we grew up on stuff like that and we're not violent. I just think it's what goes on in the household that's, you just got to be careful what you teach your children.
Totally
so
agree.
I asked him for that, and it's just entirely too many to go through one at a time.
Oh, wow. That's all gold key too, huh?
Yes.
Dell's.
Key,
Okay, yeah.
Looney Tunes, Bugs Bunny. That's just half the stack I got. I have another stack of it. Grant Comics, Sinister, they all come through for me, and I appreciate them so much. So I have a bunch of Looney Tunes and Bugs Bunny, and a lot of Gold Key. I got a lot of what that one is called, Whitman, Dell, stuff you really don't see anymore. So that was part of Grant. And what I also like about Grant does this thing where he has some comic books and he'll send them to CGC, he'll get them graded. And he just so happened to have one, and he was like, it's called Guess the Grade on his page. And he sent it in and he said, guess the grade. I saw it. I had two of them, I think number 2 and number 3, and didn't realize what I had until I researched it. So I got this from Grant, white pages,
nice.
9.4 slab, The Truth.
Wow, look at that.
Now, if you don't know who The Truth is the African-American version of Captain America.
Nice.
Which is kind of something that we need now.
Definitely.
We need some savings. So I have one, but I have it in CGC 9.4 white pages. And if I'm not mistaken, I have 2 and 3 also. So I have the whole, I believe I have the whole set of them. And I said what I was going to start doing with my comics, I'm going to get them all, and I'm going to get at least 1 slab for each one. So I need to get like 1 Ghost Rider slab, 1 Venom slab. I am going to do that. So Grant, you're the man. He came through for that. Grant Comics, you guys, he's awesome. He has stuff that you would not expect that he had, but he really came through. I really appreciate Grant. And then there's a gentleman that I follow that I go to his auctions, Jackzilla
Mhm.
auctions. He's gonna be so angry at me because
Mhm.
he had a slab that I wanted, and he decided not to sell the slab because he wanted to keep it
Oh,
for himself.
come
And I
on,
don't blame
man.
it. I don't
Yeah,
blame him. I
right,
wouldn't have
right.
sold the slab myself.
So you end
But
up getting it still.
I know, but it was a 2019 New York Comic Con variant, um, X-Men variant cover number 5.
Nice.
Those of you who know, you know that I am a fan of Black Panther,
Mm.
and Black Panther married Storm. Okay, so I am actually putting together a collection of comics based on Storm because she has her own set. But I just so happened to find this on eBay. Check out that cover.
Oh wow, that is amazing variant cover, dude. That's a virgin variant too. Look at
It
that.
is.
That's
It
amazing.
is. It is. When I
Who
saw
did
the
who
slab,
did the cover art?
who did the cover? I want to say Campton. It look
Mm-hmm.
like it says, but I wanted to make sure that I got that cover.
Nice.
So, but he had the slab. I wanted the slab so bad, but he decided to keep it. I don't blame him. I would keep the slab myself. But this is actually the cover right here,
Nice.
Storm. Storm is my favorite. Love her right along with Harley Quinn.
Mm-hmm.
And my last one, but not least, is on some name. He's gonna know who he is when I pull out the book. And because I'm going to start collecting this one. If you don't believe me, listen to. You still there, Shane?
Yeah, we just got disconnected. I don't know
Oh
what happened.
no.
I think we're good. I just still it still says recording, so I think we're good.
Okay, but
Yeah.
villains have like a backstory,
Yeah.
and they you don't understand why they act the way they do until you see the backstory. Like for example, Maleficent. No one know why she was so evil until you saw the backstory.
Mm-hmm.
Until you saw the movie Maleficent. So I had to get this old. I believe it's 1970 Joker #2.
Ooh, nice. Love it, dude. Love those
Yeah,
Joker
so I
books.
love this one, and it has a couple of spine ticks, but it's
Still a nice book.
I would say it's in. There's a little fadage on the. Well, no, I don't know if that's. I don't think that's no. That's not fadage. That's like a almost like a see through on the word Joker. I don't know if you can see like those little red spots.
Right.
I thought that was fadage, but it's not. That's actually like the next page.
Okay.
But it's old, and I love the Joker.
Love it.
Love the Joker because that reminds me of the old Joker from the Adam West days.
Right.
So yeah, that was all that was straight from. I got that from eBay. Also, I don't know the people's name, but once I find out if they have an Instagram, I'm gonna post that
Yeah.
down. But of course, that was my haul.
Nice.
I I really enjoy comics. I enjoy collecting again. I had stopped for a while, but I got back into it and I came back hard. And now I have to organize all my stuff and inventory everything in Excel and
Mm,
see what I need to finish collecting in my stack so I can have the whole set. But
definitely.
um, what a lot of people don't understand is I've been told and was taught you don't be a hoarder when it comes to comics. So once you get to a certain point, I think once I get to collecting all that I need. There's certain ones I'll probably either sell or trade with someone or something like
Mhm.
that to get better. So, but otherwise, I enjoy it. I love it. I got some good people. Sinister's Comic Realms, Grant Comics, and I mentioned Shane on the last video when I got damaged. Super Palomo Bros. He
Mhm.
has very good stuff. Very knowledgeable man, and when it comes to comics, so that's why I keep him near and dear because this gentleman right here, take a look at that face right there. This gentleman right here,
Mhm.
this gentleman knows his comics and knows what he'll even message me and be like, this comic right here, you need to get that one. I'm like, why? He said, you
Definitely.
just get it. Trust me. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay. I'll go get it. I go on eBay, I find it. That one comic book that you told me about,
Mhm.
I found it. I got it. Told you, I'm just waiting for it to come.
There we
I
go.
told you it was 12 people watching it. I'm like, why are y'all
Yep.
watching this? And I know they got pissed when I swooped in and just bought it.
Mhm.
So I was like, oh well, hey,
That's what
and
happens.
they'll watch.
Especially like you know that a book is getting hot once the book is having watchers like that, like above
Yeah.
10 people, and like
Mm-hmm.
nobody's like biting on it, and it's like you need to get it. If you don't
Yeah.
get it, it's gonna be gone. Like one of those guys are gonna
True.
be like, okay, I have to invest in this book. Let me go ahead and get it just in case something
Yeah.
happens. And look, better safe than sorry because you
Mm-hmm.
end up having it in your PC and you fork out what now is what like 20-30 bucks now at the time.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
potential can be to be 100, 200, $300 book, and it's like I mean, you pull that trigger for just 20 bucks, and it's like that's a really good investment to have.
Yeah. It is. It is. It is. And I try to be the one to get all my first appearances. I am a big first appearance person. I love first appearances because you just never know. Some people look at some characters and just be like, no, they're not gonna blow up, but you
Mm.
just never know what may happen. Like I truly believe people probably don't see it. I truly believe Gwenpool. I believe she's gonna become big.
Mm-hmm.
She has too much of a good backstory not to become big. I mean, she can, so for someone that can go into reality and into comic book world, can swap whenever she wants to. I think that's going to be kind of a big deal. What you think about her?
I think she's pretty cool. I haven't really dove into that side yet of type of characters, but I totally agree with you. Anybody that's coming from that type of realm of Spider-Man, Deadpool type of realm, they have time
Mhm.
to grow and they have
Yeah,
time to evolve into something big. I can see
yeah,
her being in maybe an animated show or
yeah,
any type of animated movie. So, and you can put her anywhere because she's just that
yeah.
type of character. She fits well into the to one of those shows. And look,
Hmm.
what's another one? Miles Morales.
Yeah,
Nobody knew that was gonna be that big. Nobody knew how big
no.
he was gonna be back in the day, back in I don't know what 2011 or whenever he was
Hmm.
created. And now he has
Yeah.
his own movie. He has his own video game. He's
Hmm.
potentially to be the new, take over the reins of Spider-Man over Peter and be this
Yeah.
generation's, my kids' generation's Spider-Man.
Hmm.
So he
Yeah.
has grown so much, and he's still growing. They have 9.8s now, selling for like $1,000 and beyond.
Oh wow.
Raws are
It's
selling for
great.
like $400 to $500. So
It's crazy. It's crazy when I look because I was looking up purposely just to see how much. And the one that I saw that it was like a 9.4 or 9.8 slab, the Miles Morales. It was about a good 1,300.
and
Or
I
either
got
someone
four of them.
sold it.
I
Yeah,
got four of them. Yeah, first
yeah,
seen them. I showed
yeah,
first. I got
yeah.
I got three first. I got three. I got three of them.
He does.
Yeah, I'm not lying. I don't want to show it on the video, but he can vouch for you. He can vouch for
I
me.
can.
Yeah, he's seen it. He's
I
seen
was,
my.
look. I was seriously thinking about. I'm like, I need to hit him up and ask him, man, how much you charge for how much? I
Those
need at
books,
least one
those
of
books, hey, those books are they're not for sale, dude. I can't sell those.
them.
Those things are gonna catch a lot of
Yes.
fire. Once the video game trailer drops or
Uh huh.
the second Into the Spider-Verse movie drops,
Yeah.
Dude. Oh my gosh. I'm like sitting on, I told my wife, I'm sitting on a gold mine right now. I'm sitting on a gold mine right now.
Just brag. Just brag.
Imagine him, but coming into the MCU though, seeing him in live action, dude. How much do you
Oh,
think that book is gonna be worth?
I think it's going to. I think that book is literally going to increase in super to the 12th power value.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, if it's going at 1,300 plus right now,
Mm-hmm.
imagine if they turn that into not only just a TV show, they turn into a movie.
Right.
It's pretty much like, okay, that's just something that's on my wish list.
Yeah.
Which
That
which
that
I it's
and that
crazy.
and that's the crazy thing, because like now we're talking about that book rubbing elbows with the first appearance of Wolverine and the first
Yeah,
appearance of, you know what I mean, like those GSX1, Giant Size
yeah,
X1. He's rubbing elbows with those books, and those books are
yeah.
close to $2,000 to $3,000, and those books have been out for 40 years. Those books since the
Yeah.
60s, dude. And it's like this is like one of the new, like there is not one modern book right
Hmm.
now that is so fucking hot right now like that. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous. I don't know. I don't know. The next, what was it? What was it? The Spider Gwen, the first Spider Gwen. I
Yeah,
think that's the
Spider
first
Gwen.
one.
Hmm.
That
Yeah.
was another one, but that's the same. That's still under the same realm as
Hmm.
Miles Morales, you know. And another one was another modern book was hot, was first appearance of X-23,
Yeah.
Wolverine's, daughter. Yeah, she was a hot one for a minute. But this
Yeah.
book, I've never seen a book rise so
Hmm.
fucking far and so hot right now. It's
And so
ridiculous.
quickly. So
Yeah,
quickly. And of course it's one of those books that something that is needed right now.
it
You know,
does.
with the
Yeah, I was
whole
talking
let's
about
just
that. Yeah.
I mean the whole racial thing that's going on right
Exactly.
now.
Yes.
We need to see a
We
little
need
bit
that.
more of our
Yeah.
brothers and sisters of color as
Yeah.
superheroes instead of looking
Yeah.
at us as we're villains
And that's the
at all
perfect.
times.
It's the perfect hero, the perfect storm. It's the perfect
Yeah,
time. It's a black and Hispanic character, lead
exactly.
character as a Spider-Man.
Hmm.
Like DC has your Superman, your Batman, and then you have Marvel, you have your Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Spider-Man is the mecca of all the heroes
Hmm.
besides Fantastic Four and your Hulk and everything, but Amazing Spider-Man is up there. It's like top five, top three always in anybody's list.
Hmm.
If everybody had a comic book list, if I talk to all my comic book friends, I know Spider Man is on their top 10. I know it.
Yeah. Always.
You'd be crazy to say that it's not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd be like, you're not really a comic book fan if you don't even
If you don't
have
have
Spider
Spider, at least
in your
at least
top
a
10.
couple of Spider-Mans.
In your top
If
10.
not, yeah. If not ASMA, at least a web of Spider-Man. You got
Right,
to have at least
something.
one of them.
And
Something.
and it's created by Stan Lee, the greatest freaking comic book writer of any generation. Like he created it all. He
The
created it
man.
all, man.
Stan Lee, the
Right.
man.
Created Fantastic Four, X, everybody that you know,
Yeah.
that you love to collect. It came from him on the Marvel side. It came from him.
Yeah.
It
It did.
spawned from him. If it wasn't for
It's
him, we
crazy.
wouldn't have that. And Spider-Man, like this Miles Morales is the one. And it's crazy because there's a lot of haters out there too about it. A lot
Of
of haters.
course.
It's gonna drop. It's gonna. I was
Of
like,
course.
why are you being like that? Why do you want the book to drop so much? It maybe because they don't have it, but it's like
Yeah.
I want. But my thing is like I want it to rise so much because of what the character means, what he stands for. I
Yeah.
want it to do good.
Exactly.
I don't think a lot of people are ready for a black and Hispanic type of hero like that. I don't.
They're not.
The
They're
world's
not. I
not
mean,
ready for that.
we've been set to a certain type of
Right.
look and a certain
Yeah.
type of background. Till it's like when they see that, some people you can't help but get a little intimidated. Let's just
Yeah.
say so. They get a little scared. It's just you just need that empowerment.
Listen.
You just need that feeling of saying everything's gonna be
Yeah.
okay.
Listen. Peter Parker. I love Peter.
Yeah.
He's been everybody's Spider-Man. Your mom, your dad Spider, my mom,
Yeah.
my granddad, everybody. He's been the Spider-Man for 50 years now.
Yeah.
50 years, since 1960, since Stan Lee created the character.
Yeah.
I think it's time to pass that torch. I think it's past due. Even in like in the Batman mythos too. Like you had Terry McGinnis doing the Batman Beyond as another big character, and even had other people hold the cow, for Batman in his run. But I think Miles I think he has it, bro. I think he takes the reins. I think there's nobody better to take it over. Let Peter grow old. Let him be old now. Let's stop seeing him, in high school or in college. I want him to see him with a family. I want him to have some kids. You know what I'm
Finally.
saying?
Want him to move on.
Down. Yeah, I want him to relax. I want him to mentor Miles into the part that he needs to grow into. And I'm okay with that. I'm fine with that. I had a lot of Peter Parker Spider-Man stories.
Yeah.
I think everybody has. Every year
Of course.
there's gonna be somebody writing a Spider-Man book with Peter in it.
Yeah.
Let the Amazing Spider-Man pass on to Miles. Let him.
Yeah, I think they need to do at least one cover of Peter Parker and Miles Morales together, or either like him doing something like handing him the mask over. I think that would really I think that would blow up. Have something with both of them on the cover, something like that.
I was totally close to. No, I'm gonna do it. Forget it. I don't care. I'm gonna write Ryan Otley and Nick Spencer, which is doing the current run for this Amazing Spider-Man run. And I'm just gonna ask Nick Spencer when we're gonna get Miles. When is Miles gonna come into the Amazing Spider-Man, this modern run? Because we need it right now.
Yeah.
It's perfect timing for right now. And like I said, anybody that's reading that Amazing Spider-Man run current, it's really good. Check it out. Like they have this new character named Kindred, crazy character, and that's all I can say. I don't want to need any spoilers right now onto it. I'll probably make another video going in depth with the Spider-Man run currently right now. But Miles Morales, the hottest book right now, still the hottest book right now.
We'll say the hottest book.
There's no hottest book. There's no hands down. I don't know.
No.
Name one. Like if I ask anyone, like name one book that's hot right now. That's a modern book like him. Not one.
I got one. I got a book, Yellow Hulk.
Yeah, exactly. Like, come on. That what's funny? The big run on the Yellow Hulk. Come on now. I'm like, I think Freya first was writing me on Instagram. He DM'd me, said, Yellow Hulk. I was like, dude, save your money. I said, save your money, bro. I said, you do not need no Yellow Hulk.
It was so funny. I told him, I said, what do you think about Yellow? He like, don't even waste your money. I was like,
don't even waste. Where's it at now? But where's it at now? First, where's he at now?
I don't even know.
Exactly. Like Comic Tom, he goes and then he puts it on there on his list, and then he's never talked about again. Like there's no really on the Instagram world. Do you see any Yellow Hulk posts? No, not one, not one. And they were selling for like $50, $60. I'm like, hell no. I was like, no, hell no. I said, I don't see no Yellow Hulk here. I was like, nah, dude, this is a waste of money.
That is crazy.
The only thing I see right now on my timeline is Miles, Punchline, and a bunch of Silver Age shit. The same.
Yeah, that's it.
The same Silver Age shit I seen. The same Hulk 181, Fantastic 41, or other older ASM books. I see First Appearance of Venom bazillion times, ASM 300 a million times. You know what I mean? Or it's like it's cool. Those books are cool. It's just that I don't see no Yellow Hulk. There's no Yellow Hulk in that run. I was like, thank God that you didn't waste your money on that, dude. Because
I did. I was looking into it. I was like, this may be a good character, but then I kind of looked at it a little more, and I was like,
nothing.
No.
There's nothing.
But no. Now Red Hulk, I see that going somewhere.
Yeah.
I see that happening.
I do.
I see Red Hulk now. But Yellow Hulk, no.
Yeah, I would instead of spending that $50, I would have bought 3 of these things. I would have bought 3 of these instead of buying the Yellow Hulk all day.
I didn't buy the Yellow Hulk, so I'm good. I saved my money.
Yeah,
I am going to get Punchline though.
I would have bought the first appearance of Punchline over the Yellow Hulk because Punchline is hot right now as a new character. She's fire right now. James Tinian, he's killing it. Especially I have everything from him. Even like Something's Killing the Children got the whole run. He's killing that. That got auctioned for Netflix too. And he's killing the game right now, dude.
Yeah.
Something's Killing the Children. Batman. He just dropped another one with Wind. I think it's called Wind 1 that just dropped. Like I'm like, it's crazy how like these writers like they just like work on multiple books. But for him to work on multiple books and be good and be hot right now, like he's the topic of discussion right now in the comic book community. It's crazy. So I'm glad that you didn't pull that trigger on that Yellow Hulk.
Glad.
I would have been so upset, bro. I would have been so mad for you. I'm like, really?
I didn't. I went in instead of doing that. I went and got instead of doing that. I went and got this instead.
Way better. I'd rather see that. I'd rather see that variant than a Yellow Hulk. Or I would have been mad like, okay, cool. You couldn't have bought the rest of the damage run from me. You could have got that. You could have get that. That would have been way more better investment right there.
Speaking of that, I have to get that from you. I have to get that from you, which I am going to get that from you.
Yeah.
Well, Shane, I thank you, man. This was actually fun. This is a good. I had fun doing this. We have to do this again.
Got to.
Very soon. Of course, everyone, just to let you know, everyone who we talked about, we're going to put all the information in the description below.
Definitely.
Their Instagrams, the ones that I mentioned, Grant Comics, Sinister Comic Realm, the people that I bought on eBay, I'm going to see if they have information. The person who you mentioned, Shane, was Teddy who again?
Ted T. Grams. It's a play on Teddigrams, but it's Ted T. Grams. Yeah, okay. Give him a follow too. Like I said, he sold me a bunch of those ASM early runs from 100 for a good price. So give him a follow. He's pretty cool. And follow me. Follow this guy.
Also, the same thing with Grant Comics. He sold me all of those comic books for a very good price. And Grant is the best. He responds back quickly. He'll work. He's just awesome when it comes to older stuff and modern stuff, and he's just awesome there. But all of the information is going to be in the description below.
Definitely.
When you get the opportunity, like I said, please like, subscribe, hit notification, hit that little bell right next to subscribe. It's very simple. Hit subscribe and just slide over here, notify. Hit notify that button. And so I'm going to have, this is going to be on my YouTube page and also going to be on Shane's page. If you can, go to Instagram, follow me at Scorpio Chronicles. I'm going to have that in the description also. And Shane, they can follow you where again?
Super Palomo Bros. Follow me.
On Instagram. Now,
and that's going to be in the description too.
We're going to put all that information in the description. If there is nothing else, Shane, it was wonderful. We have to do this again. Like I stated, this was actually fun and knowledgeable. I think we learned something from each other. So I especially learned something. I won't get Yellow Hawk. I won't do it. I promise. But that was it for tonight. And I hope you all enjoyed this haul. Like I said, like, subscribe, notify, share, post it on your Facebook. If you're part of the comic book family, hey, this is what we do. We enjoy, we have fun, and we connect. That's what it's all about. If there's nothing else, good night. Thank you for joining us.
All right, peace. All right, guys.